Hello everyone, good time of the day. I'm very happy to see you here today. As usual, I will wait for a couple of minutes for everyone to join and for the Facebook to connect properly. In the meanwhile, please prepare your paper, pencils, markers, good mood, smile on your face, everything what you might need today. I'm gonna take I have my paper here. I was thinking whether I should do the A3 or A4, but I think it's better to do A4, especially for the timeline algorithm is a good one. And yeah, and please do take the liners like the thin pens. You'll need them today. I'll take mine. I have many, as you can see. And yeah, and also I have my markers here with me. I have another markers here around. There are many, many, many. And in the meanwhile, while everyone is getting ready, everyone is joining us, wants to join. Let's go back into our previous lessons because today is our last NeuroRide video, and let's just recap what we've done. This will also help us to plan the 3 months, because the 3 months which we are going to plan, they will be based on our dreams and our goals for 2021. Okay, so I think this is one of my favorite drawings from all the classes. This is like the dreams for 2021. I really like it. It's really colorful, really positive, and we'll come back to that a bit later because we'll use it. This is what we were drawing yesterday. It's the planning of 21. Hi, Brenda. Who's else with us? And we were saying goodbye to 2020, and we were analyzing where we are at the moment in all our states in terms of physical, spiritual, emotional, mental. And this is very good drawing to keep and to check the year after. Yes, I'm glad that you love the snow globe. Thank you. You also have very, very lovely drawings. I saw them in the group. They're beautiful. I wish I could draw like that, but I'm neurographics instructor, so I'm not the artist, maybe not yet. And the beautiful part of neurographic is even if you don't know how to draw, even if you are not drawing according to the all artistic rules and etc., that's completely fine, because neurographic, the main point of neurographic is to make sure that you get what you need from the process. So this is not the final result what is important, and sometimes final result you might not like it at all. But the process is important. But sometimes the final result is really beautiful, then it's great. So then we also had the drawing of helpers for 2020, and we analyzed 2020 as a snowflake. We analyzed different spheres of our lives in 2020. Then we looked at the achievements in 2020. We looked at problems and issues, and we separated from the things which we don't want to have. And then we kept everything which is positive, and we portrayed it for the next year. So remember in our drawings, so these are drawings connected. So we have this candle, and if you put this candle on top of the, if you put the snow globe, sorry. It's like that. So you see the lines are connected. So all the positive from 2020 we take and we bring it into the new year. And this is also very colorful drawing. It's about habits, behaviors, and magic moments from 2020, so which we're going to take with us in 2021. So this is a small recap of what we've done so far. In total, including today, we had 10 lessons, 10 classes, and beautiful time with you. I especially try to put them in different times of the day, so as many people can join as possible. I understand that today is pre-last day of the year, and for many of you, probably neurographic is not really on top of your list, but that's completely fine. And you will be able to see this class online. If you want to get recording, this in the description above this video, and there's a link. You just need to subscribe. It's completely free. And then also, if you want to join our group of the world of Neurographica to get the new updates, free classes, and in general to be able to draw with us and join this beautiful Neurographica community in English, then you're also more than welcome to do it. So, but for those who are ready, let's start our class today. And we're gonna do the planning of 3 months, and this is also the start of our Neuro Timeline class as well. This is not the Neuro Timeline class yet, but this is just a glimpse for you how it will be. And yesterday and today I used the methods from Neuro Timeline, the algorithms, but obviously when you do the class it will be more detailed. We will explain why we do it, what we do it, and but now just follow me. I will explain how to do it. So what you get today will be the planning for next 3 months of the 2021. Okay. So as usual, let's start with our papers and let's do 2 minutes exercise. In 2 minutes, let's write all the words which come to our mind about the 3 months of 2021. Okay, so I write, as you can see, I write the heading 3 months of 2021, and I've done the heading. And actually I just realized that I haven't shared this video yet with the groups. I guess that many people are waiting for it there. So I just want to make sure that I share them. I think now it's all fine. And yeah, so I'll just wait a couple of minutes in case of people from the groups haven't joined yet. And we shall start. Maybe not a couple of minutes, maybe just like 1 minute while I'm drinking my tea. It's getting quite cold in London, almost on the edge of like the ice. Today I saw the salt on the ground. I mean, it wasn't icy, but people are prepared. That's good. So would be interesting to know, how do you celebrate New Year? What's your plans? And maybe let's not talk about the plans, because in this difficult year, the plans are not exactly the easiest. Maybe you tell me what's your New Year traditions in general. And while you're writing and thinking, we can start with our 2 minutes. And I will put the timeline. No, not the timeline, but the timing. The timer. And so we will have now 2 minutes. In this 2 minutes, please write down all the words, not the words, but the words, all the words which come to your mind when you're thinking about 3 months of 2021. So it's January, February, March. You know, like often when we plan, it's actually considered that it's good to plan only for 3 months in advance. So that in this way you really implement what you planned, rather than just plan something and then just forget about it. So 3 months in advance, this is a good way of planning. And today what we're going to do, we're going to connect spiritual and we're going to connect mental. So we're going to connect conscious and subconscious. What we're going to do, we're going to connect planning and our dreams, goals and our dreams together in one timeline. Okay, if you are ready, then I start my timer and we are ready to go. Ready, steady, go. You have 2 minutes, and in 2 minutes, please write all the words which come to your mind when you're thinking about 3 months of 2021. We have 30 seconds left. And let's put the pens down. So let's count how many words do we have. I have 26 words. What about you? And well, in this case, again, if it's not exactly 20, but because what you think about 3 months in 2021, you have less actions, less thoughts. But I would say no, you still should have 20, because it's not just about the events or what's going to happen in this time. It's more about feeling a routine with also emotions, with also your thoughts, and it's very close. It's going to start after tomorrow, so, so I'm sure you should have quite enough words for it. Okay, perfect. And so what we need to do now, after we've done the words, I have my list, and what I usually suggest to keep this list separate and to keep it somewhere nearby. Other option is you can use the other side of the paper where you're going to draw, but then every time you want to come back to your list, you flip it around. So maybe now look at the list and highlight some of the events which are very important for you, or like the major events which are going to be in the next 3 months, so from January to March 2021. And now what we're going to do, so actually I had some couple of more words in mind, and I did add them, not to forget to put on my timeline. So, but I did highlight some words like the underline, where is it? Yes, like I underlined some words which are important and which I want to focus on in those 3 months, okay? So what we're going to do now, I'm going to switch to the paper, and we will draw first of all the timeline. So the timeline is just the one straight line which goes from left to right, and like this. So this is our timeline, and now we're going to do something else. Let's just feel the paper first. Let's feel it, let's touch it. How is it for you? And also at the same time, look at your list, look at your words. What do you feel? What do you think about? Like, I feel something special is going to happen with me, and I think it's particular. Like, I'm looking forward to it. It's nice. So after this feeling, after this thoughts, after we got into these words, and you reread your list. I mean, here's my list. I read it a couple of times while not thinking about it. So what you do next is you start drawing the neurographical line, which will symbolize your 3 months. So this timeline is 3 months of 2021. So now we're going to draw the line, the neurographical line. And let me remind you, the neurographical line is the line which does not repeat itself, and it goes where we do not expect it. So neurographical line is not the straight one. It's not like that, and it's not wavy either. So this is not neurographical line. The neurographical line is the line which does not repeat itself. So it's like that. So something like that we're going to draw in our main paper. So now let's come back to our thoughts, to our feelings, how we feel the paper, how we feel is going to be the 3 months of 2021. And let's start drawing. You can start whenever you want. There's no right or wrong. Let's just start. I'm drawing the neural line. It's just how it goes without too much thinking. So this is my neural line. And now let's divide this this line, this chronos line, chronos means time, into 3 parts. So the 3 parts symbolize 3 months. This is January, this is February, and this is March. And this is our 3 months for 2021. And we can even put some, I will use different pencils so it's not too strong. So this is like I divide it so I can see which part of it is in, I don't know if you can see on the paper, but basically I can see that this is my January, this is my February, and this is my March. Okay, and now let's think about what is going to happen in this month. And for that, we can come back also to our dreams and to our plans. There's things what we drew yesterday. If you don't have those drawings, that's completely fine. Just think about your dreams and plans, what you're thinking to do. And then in January, there will be Neuro Timeline course. So I'll put it here. It's going to be in the end of the month. And it's going to be also a specialist course initially. Then I have my own project called Find Your Spouse, and I'm going to have the event there, also the end of January. And mid of January, I will do the emails there. And I was thinking if things with COVID would improve, but they don't improve, so no traveling at the moment. Hopefully I will be able to travel for my mother's birthday in beginning of March, but we'll see where the world will bring us. But I will put it here. I'll put it as a triangle, so it's like trip, movement, energy. So I think it would be like last week of February, beginning of March. And in February, so I actually will start writing down. So this one is the specialist course. This is a timeline. This is event. This one is emails. Because this is a special emails. It's not just random emails. So here in February, in the middle of February, we have a very great course, Neuro Contact, to build a good contact with people. Okay, and then did I miss something? Then I want also some changes here. So some kind of major changes. I'm not gonna talk too much about them. Not everything what you draw you need to talk about. Something you want to keep for yourself. If you don't have any planned calendar action, that's completely fine. Think about what you want to do in this month. Even if it's more your spiritual, like maybe you want to watch some kind of videos, or maybe you want to improve some parts of your home, or finish a course, or I don't know, if you're doing, for example, the course with us, maybe you want to finish the drawing. So or if you're doing the, I don't know, specialist course, then you want to do the client work. So think about what you want to do. It doesn't need to be already on the calendar if you put it. It could be just some dreams. So we can also look at our dreams planner. And I'm thinking about my dreams, what I put there. So I put there some dreams for which to realize I need to organize a couple of meetings. So I can put these meetings in my planner, because without those meetings, these dreams definitely will not come true because it's, they're not, it's impossible. So I put this couple of meetings here. Um, and actually, we don't need to stay just in this side. We can also go outside. um, but the idea is to connect it to our plan, to connect it to our neuro timeline. And another thing what we do with our neuro timeline, after we write down all our plans, is to see how it goes, whether the times when it's down is the good times for it to be down, or whether these are the times when it needs to have more energy, needs to have more actions, and sometimes down can be later on. So think about that. Maybe if you have, like, I don't know, vacation plan, that this could be the time down, or if you have some deadline, I don't know, the tax return. Actually, that's a good idea. The tax return deadline is the 31st of January. So I'll put it here. So it also should be connected. But this is obviously the planning, but then we also add some dreams and some small actions for your dreams. They are not the goals, but this is just the action. So this is the action plan. If this was more like the goal plan, what you want at which stage, and then what you, some small actions, like I want this course to happen. So then and here I have this course, but then what I do here is also some actions which lead to this course. So I do the contact course, and I need to do some webinars before the contact course so the people get to know about it. So this is a more in terms of what kind of actions we do. So I hope this helped a bit to clarify what you can do in case if you don't have any planned calendar action. So let's look at our dreams more. So, for example, it's not in my dream, but at least not in the way I will put it in the first 3 months. But for example, if your dream is to purchase a house, then maybe one of the actions would be to look at the houses in the market, or another way it could be is to talk about the mortgage, to go to talk to financial person regarding the mortgage. So something like that, like which is connected to it. Okay. So let's think about more February. In February we have the Valentine's Day. So are you planning to celebrate it? I don't know yet. That's my answer, but I will put it here. It's not exactly the day which I normally celebrate, but you never know. I'm not for it. I'm not against it. Let's say like this. My trip to Latvia probably is more important than that. Yeah. Then in March we also have the another course, the NeuroRiide course. So I'll put it here. And then I'm looking at my plan here, and just to check that I put everything what I was planning to. And also you can put here something what you would like to happen, and it could be your, not exactly depending on you, but you want it to happen at the time, and it's somehow connected to the timeline we were talking about. So this is more like into the dream side than into the action side, but that's still fine. So I think around here. So yeah, for example, here you see my my 2021 timeline here, it goes down. Whereas you see how many different events I have here. I definitely cannot allow it to go down. So what I need to do, I'm gonna improve it, and I'm gonna do like that. So I've changed a bit my timeline. So it doesn't mean the time changed, but what I did is I looked at where I need more energy. So it goes up here and then it goes slightly down and then it goes up again because I have here another course. So in this way you also can plan the times or see when you can have the times down and the times up, and you can just lay down and enjoy movie or while laying on the sofa, and the times when you need to get your energy and do something more proactive. So if you have any questions, if something is not clear, please let me know. And so this I put some couple of shapes. There are quite a few shapes, but in general it's good to have 7 plus minus 2. So please make the big shapes, the dominating shape should not be more than 7 plus minus 2. So I would say this one is my main shape. This is important event, which is also actually connected to the dream. It's not really, I plan it, but it's not exactly dependable on me. So this is another one. What else I want to, because the courses they're planned, they're ongoing, so they're there. I can see them, but it's not. It's more like something to see how my time will be. Whereas, for example, the trip to Latvia is currently more in the level of dreams because of the current situation and restrictions. So, and what I'm doing now, I'm starting adding the neurolines. So that I'm starting adding the background lines to neurolines, and also highlighting some shapes which I think are the most important in my drawing. You can see this is very important life event. And I even will make it like that. I'll put it in a circle. So this is something, this is something more dream size, but this is very big, and I think if this happens, then it will influence my life quite dramatically. And yeah, so it's quite interesting. So now let's just unite those shapes. For example, I unite my the world of neurographic courses, and then some other events, and if they're connected to each other, then you can connect them, or they can be just by accident connected with the NeuroRide. One thing I do suggest, and what I start seeing in my drawing, is actually to highlight the new timeline so that it doesn't disappear when we were drawing it. It's actually this one. So, and how to highlight, we just go on top of it a couple of times so it stays there. So this is how we're planning to this just first 3 months of 2021 to be. And this is more realistic plan than what we did before. This is more like dreamy plan, what we have. This is like a long-term plan, what we had yesterday. And now this is like it's going to happen. It's going to start from the day after tomorrow. So, so here is definitely, let's do the careful rounding, conjoining of all the shapes. If you don't know how to do conjoining, you can watch the previous videos we've done. I want more. I want this again to be thicker. I want this to be dominating. Yeah. And also, I like my this triangle. And definitely I want this my triangle to be conjoined. If you have any questions regarding today's drawing or the drawings we had previously, let me know. Now is a good time to ask, because we will finish our NeuroRide, our ride and sledges from 2020 to 2021. Especially leave tomorrow for yourself. I'm sure you will be busy with preparations and with your maybe family or friends, or even yourself. Just sometimes it's good to be with yourself. And then yeah, we'll be ready to start the new beautiful year. So, and this my circle. I really like it, my circle. This is something big. This is huge. And it goes into the future, and it's continuous. Quite like my drawing. I think I will add some more neural lines. Maybe we'll take the thinner pen so that there are lines of different thickness. It's a bit, I feel like there are quite a few shapes here. So that's why I highlighted the ones which are important, so that the eye is more calm. It's not too much disturbed with too many objects. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 main shapes here. I probably will highlight, except the 4. I will highlight them with a thicker mark, and the other ones, the smaller ones. What's important is that the shapes which we have, they're not hanging by themselves. So make sure that all shapes are connected with the neural lines. In this way, we connect them to the time. We connect them to the to our world. And please, if you know how to draw triangles in NeuroGraphica, that's fine. But if you do not, please just use the circles. These are the safe shapes in NeuroGraphica. Just think I have here a bit of. So what we're doing now, do a bit of conjoining. You can finish the conjoining after the class. I'm not going to finish now with all the lines. There are too many. But as you already know how to do it, you just do it by yourself. So, what is important is, first of all, to conjoin the parts which are like very aggressive, which are sharp, which you can feel this sharpness here, for example. I don't remember even what the shape was. I didn't write it down. So I'll make it gentle, soft. I drew the triangle because I want action, I want the movement, but I think this Latvia, I'll put it also in the oval. Okay, so let's maybe, I probably will take, I don't have a thicker, the same color pen, so I'll take the pencil and highlight the shapes which are the most important ones. Let's see which color fits the most. Yeah, this one. So this is my shape, which is important. And by the way, I'm using brown color. Brown color means structure, means order. So I'm a bit ordering my my timeline for the next 3 months. So this is this. Yeah, that's nice. So these courses are ongoing, they're good. This event will be quite important as well. It's small, but it's a big step. So as you see, we have, like, if I look now at my drawing, I can see like these dominating shapes. And so we've done this part of the algorithm. Obviously, I still have lots of conjoining to do. It's not finished yet, but I'm not gonna use your time for that. You can do it by yourself, and I'll do it also later on. And I mean, if you advanced in neurographic, if you've been drawing for a while, you're actually even allowed to not conjoin everything. But if you're basic, you still have to conjoin the sharp angles. Please understand me correctly. But if you know the safety of the angles, health and safety, then you can leave them as well. So just add some more neurographic lines. And we can start with adding the color. Yes, the color is good. I'll take mine. And while adding the color, let's look back at our paper and the words which we put there down. And also, while we're drawing here, we remember what we feel physically, what we feel emotionally, what we feel mentally. And while looking at the words, they will help us to get into this into the state in which are connected to our timeline for the next 3 months. So how do you want to feel? What kind of emotions you want to feel? Because first we were drawing the line as how it would be if you didn't change it. So mine would be very low in the times when I needed more energy. So I changed it and I made it more stronger. So this is my timeline. This is my new changed timeline. I want to make it red because I don't want to go it fast, but I want it to have energy. So you see where the time when I need more energy, it goes up. And it's also not just about more energy, but you need more space to have more events here. So that's what I sort of increase the space for the specific period of time. But obviously you can't just keep the same level all the time. You need to go up and down. You need to have a balance. Okay? So by the way, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. You can write them in the comments about this drawing or about any other drawings we had in this NeuroRide. We've been drawing for 10 days, and I want also to thank you for being with me in this journey. It was great. I really enjoyed it. And if you want to receive the video recordings of these classes, you can go into the comments or into the description of the event, and you will see it. There is a link. You can subscribe. You can click on the link and get the ticket tailor. It's for free, but I just need to have your email to be able to send it to you, because it will be not in Facebook. In Facebook, the video stays only 24 hours, and there it will be sent via email. Also, if you want to keep in touch and if you want to see our future videos, please feel free to join the group, The World of NeuroGraphica, our group on Facebook. I also put the link in the description so you can see it. And of course, don't forget about our competition. We have a competition for the drawing in this NeuroRide session, so you can put all your drawings for that, or you can select one of them and post it in our group, The World of NeuroGraphica, and myself and Lana will choose the winner, and the winner will get a special prize from us, material prize, not just some paper or something like that. It will be interesting. So if you like to start the year with a win, feel free to participate in our competition. So how was the end of this year for you? What did you gain? I would be curious to know, what did you gain also from our classes? Did you learn something new? Maybe you found something new, or you already knew what we were doing, and you just enjoyed the company, which I doubt, because some of the things I created especially for this NeuroRide, so I don't think you could have known them. But still, I would like to know your thoughts. What your thoughts? Which of the classes did you like the most? We had 10 classes. If you watched all of them, or at least some of them, which one was your favorite? So I have like a very intense. Yeah, this is very important for me, but this is more like level of dreams than actions, but I still need to do some actions for this to realize. So you can add the color intuitively, or you can use the knowledge from NeuroColor. There's a specific system of what does the color mean in NeuroGraphica. We will go deeper into it during our class in March. And if you want to get to the class, you can get into our group, and when we'll open registration, it will be published there. And, but until then, you can just add the color intuitively. Not always you need to know everything. Sometimes just follow your intuition, and that's already good enough. Don't worry to be wrong. As long as you're right for yourself, you're right. And breathe in and breathe out. Like yellow. Imagine yellow. Yellow means clarity. And I think I need that very good clarity in the spheres of my life. Yeah, it's interesting. That's not just this one, but it's also a couple of others. Surprisingly, this triangle is connected to these two parts, but you never know. Sometimes while coloring, you also can add more energy depending on how you color. So here, for example, the way I use the pencils is like it feels more energetic. It feels like ongoing. and developing in the future. Know what I want? I want this to go further. It doesn't stop here. I want it to further go into my life. Yes, I just realized that. And it will probably grow into something bigger. Well, this is just a March, so like, yeah, we can say it grows into something bigger here. Sometimes when you realize on the paper some things you want to be there, and you can add it later on. So it's not right or wrong. It's fine. So it's this event which will happen later. So, by the way, if you like this video, please feel free to like it, to share it with everyone who you think might benefit. And yes, I will be looking forward to see your drawings. I'm always curious to see how it goes for you. What new did you learn? What did you get from the class today? And not just today. Mm-hmm. So this is, I'm adding the color to the NeuroColor class, and I'm adding the green for it to be easy, brown for it to be structured, yellow for it to be clear, and now a bit of blue for it to be accomplished. And maybe similar I will do for the contact class. These are one of my favorite algorithms in neurographic and neurocontact and NeuroColor. I add here more red because it also needs energy. It's connected to people's relationships, and so it's good to have it here. You don't need to add the color to all the shapes you want, but maybe to some which are important to you. And yeah, my trip to Latvia, for example. And maybe some of this lovely pink. I think this one. No, not this one. Not lovely pink. Yesterday I found the pink. I usually don't like pink color, but yesterday I found the one which was really nice. I think this one. It's like soft pink. Mm-hmm. So, by the way, you don't need to add the color everywhere. You can keep some blank spaces in the paper. That's completely fine. And so what you can do now, just a second. I'm thinking whether I should add more color here or not. I'm just wondering. Yeah, maybe a bit more color just for the easy start of the year, like some green. Actually, this part I want definitely green because this is a tax return. I want it to be easy. Need to finish it. 72 degrees, not red. So you see, sometimes you need to look at sometimes you might add the color intuitively, but this color might a bit contradict to what you want, what kind of results you want, or how you want this event to happen. For example, okay, I know I need to submit the tax return by 31st of January, and I know I will submit it, but it can be very stressful, so red, or it can be easy, so green, and maybe structured, so I'll add a bit more brown, so it's more structure, because maybe slightly yellow purification. So we can monitor, so we can increase and decrease some events. We can use a color to influence them as well. And it's not like by using the color or by increasing, decreasing, the event changes straight away. No, but what changes is your perception of that event. What changes is how you understand it and how it's going to happen, because in the end of the day, the events which happen in our life, a lot of how they happen, what's going to happen, depends on they depend on our perception. Because events are there, they're neutral, they're not positive or negative usually. Even when we talk about such events as death. I mean, okay, I'm not going to go too deep into that, but yeah, the end is the beginning of something. And so when we think about the event, what we need to do is we need to think what kind of how we want this event to be in our life, how we want to see it, how we want to feel. So remember, like today we were not talking much about it, but usually we do is about what do you monitor in your body, what kind of emotions you feel. So, but today is more about what kind of emotions you would like to feel, how you would like to feel during this event, how you would like to feel during that event. And so we connect a bit reality and dreams together, and we put this on a paper. And based on how we want to feel, we add the color, we make it bigger or smaller, we change the shape, and so on. I think I'm quite happy with my drawing. Maybe just a bit of this color. I quite like. And so let me see you. And now is good time. If you have any questions, comments, you can ask. Well, this is my drawing. The reason why I show you is just also for me to see, because when I look at it this way, I see it in one way. When I look at it in this way, I see it in a bit different way. So I look what is dominating, how my line goes, whether I like it or not, and what I want to change, if anything, there. I can see that this my big circle is dominating, this triangle is dominating, and there's another circle dominating as well. Interesting. And there are some small ones, like this is my trip to Latvia, this is the two courses which I really love, and something in the future is there, maybe a bit more color I will add, with some thoughts about how I want them to be. And we remember to breathe and breathe in and breathe out. So now what we left to do in today is the field lines and the fixation. Fixation could be on some event which is the most important for you, which you really want to be there, like to be the dominating event. If you don't have one, maybe you can also leave without fixation. Fixation is not important or necessary in all in all the algorithms. In the basic algorithm, definitely. So like, but the further we go, and in advanced algorithm, and what we were drawing today is quite advanced one. I mean, I simplified it as much as possible because I understand that a lot of people who joined us today, they might have no background in neurographic whatsoever. So I didn't go into too many details. I didn't go into too much of complicated language or theory. But we do it in Neuro Timeline course, and so if you're interested in that, I also put in the description above the link to Neuro Timeline course, and you're more than welcome to join that. And actually, by the way, we moved it to the end of January because I know in the beginning of January a lot of people are busy, and we had quite some requests if they could start later, because also it's there is a specialist course starting in the beginning of January, so we thought, okay, let people do the specialist course first, and then we'll do the neuro time. And it also will be better in terms of practice, because it's good to do neuro timeline when you have more experience in neurographic than less. And in general, in order to do neuro timeline, you do need to have a basic course. And the basic course you can get until the 1st of January 2021 with a 50% discount, and I put also the information in the description. Anyway, enough of that, and let's finish this. Yes, so my drawing, I'm thinking, well, the one of the important lines, the field lines, definitely will be this one. It's it's a line of my first 3 months of 2021. I think it's already quite clear. I could have used marker for that to make it thicker, but currently I don't want to do it because I want to add some color, some water, because I'm using the watercolor pencils, and so that's why I'm not too much into that. And by the way, the shapes, yes, we haven't selected yet the shape. I think this will be my fixation shape. Well, this is the last step actually. This is my fixation shape, because I think this is all the goodness which will come with it. And it's gonna start like mid of Jan, but it's coming from now. So I'm ready for it. Yay! But obviously, so you see how we're done today. We added some steps which are steps we do, some events which we have. We looked at our timeline, how it was. My timeline wasn't so high there. My timeline actually was low at this point. Remember, this is my original timeline. And now I added it and moved it higher. So I sort of increased the amount of space I have in that period to fit all the events which will be at the time. Some of the events, I can't move them around, so that's why I had to increase my timeline. So it's sort of, we stretch the time. That's what we did. Yes, we stretch the time when it's needed, and we then have some periods when it's lower, because we can't stretch everything. If you take them, actually I'll show you. Like, you see there's a band, so you can stretch it in one part, but then you need to release it in another part. But if you stretch it everywhere, then it will become too tense and can break. So we do not want us to break, we want us to be strong. So it's fine to stretch it in one side, but then it goes lower in another side. And the same with our plans for three months of 2021, or any time what you're thinking of. So the idea is that you can manipulate, but please remember that when you do that, you also need to do the health and safety. You need to make sure that it's done in a harmonious way, and that you do not make it in the way that you stretch yourself too much. I just I want to edit this color. Yes, and what we were doing the lines. So this is one fill line. This is this is not a fill line. This is a fixation, and maybe one more fill line through my courses. Just to, well, not mine, our courses. You're more than welcome to join. In the world of NeuroRiide. That's wonderful. Amazing. I feel excited. I feel actually very happy. I quite like my drawing today. I like my colors. What about you? What do you like? In my body, I start feeling knees sort of like they want to run. They want to start running. They want to start moving. It's interesting. Usually I don't do the fill lines with the pencils, but today I really wanted it to happen. Maybe because they're not black, so I didn't use my usual marker, and I didn't want to use alcoholic, but the other thick marker which I have, which is on base of alcohol. Because then if I use the watercolor, it might be blurred. Okay, so I think we are done. And this is the result of today. We were doing this 3 months plan, and this is my plan. I will be looking forward to see yours. Please share it. You can share it in the comments below. You can share it in our group, The World of NeuroGraphica. If you want to join us, you're more than welcome to do it. I posted the link to the group above this video. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask, write them in the comments. Please tag me in case if I might not see it. Usually I do see it, but in case if I don't, please tag me there. And yeah, I wish you a very happy end of 2020 and happy 21. Well, you have already the plan, so now it's just about the implementation and make yourself happy. And as I say, please be happy abroad or wherever you are. So I'll stay here for 1 more minute in case if you have any questions and I don't see them yet in the comments. Sometimes it needs some time to get through. And if I don't see any questions, then yeah, Happy New Year.